Hey friends, it's Amy Tangerine, and today we're going to explore the magic that happens when you take a simple notebook and dive into your art and journaling supplies. This is my latest creative journal, which I am hearing a lot of people call a commonplace journal these days. I'll be sharing a spread from start to finish using only supplies I've had on hand for a while. I encourage you to use your stash and let's get the creative juices flowing. I have found that the easiest way to get started is just to find one element that you want to include. We must find a way to use our supplies in a way that helps us, nourishes us, makes us feel happy. These are some of the stickers that I've had for a long time, and I've wanted to dive into just putting them together in a creative way. So Find a Way is from a magazine. These are little Tim Holtz alphas. You can see that I've probably used a bunch of them. I definitely have used a bunch of them, but I've also probably had this little book for, I don't know, over 10 years now. Is that possible? Really, though, it's not important how long I've had them or how long you've had your supplies or held on to them. What is important is that you feel free to use them in your projects, to use them so that you can have a way to express yourself creatively and in a way that's unique to you. I decided that I was going to write out a saying, and a lot of times when I first begin this process, I don't know what I'm doing or plan out how it's going to look. But now that I have sort of a base with those stickers in place, I know that I can build upon that foundation. So the reason I'm spelling this backwards is because I knew where I wanted the phrases or the letters, I guess, to end. And then I can just build upon that. So sometimes you have to measure, but I don't like to. I just tend to prefer eyeballing it. And then I intuitively go with what looks good to me. I have found that not overthinking it is the best way to go. Also, what's great is if you have a creative flow and process and supplies that you love, for instance, these Altenew watercolors, which I love, I find that using some of the same techniques over and over again or using colors that you like can really benefit you because you know that you're going to enjoy looking at that spread. You don't have to rewrite everything, every single time. So you don't have to challenge yourself to create something brand new and fresh and use these different colors. If you would like to do that, that's great. But this color is one of my favorites, and I like these streaks as is. This is Dusty Pink from Altenew, and I'm not sure if any of you remember this bird stamp. I don't know which collection it was from with American Crafts, but I know that I love it, and I'm going to put a bird on it right there. Even though the ink tends to dry pretty fast, I stepped away and then I came back and I grabbed this gouache and this handy little catalyst tool. I'm going to put a little blob right here, just a tiny little dot basically. And what I want to do is, because I love the idea of mixed media and layering, I'm just going to take this catalyst tool and rub it straight across. Ooh, that's nice. And then there's more paint, so I'm going to do a little stripe there, and maybe I'll wipe the rest somewhere else. Taking a little tissue and wiping some of the paint off there. This sticker was from an Avery event. It's a clear sticker. It says "Trust Yourself." It's got a watercolor background and my writing, and I just want to add it right there. This sticker book came from, I don't know, a small online shop. I want to say like five years ago, maybe. Well, it was definitely pre-pandemic. So yeah, at least 4 years ago. And the only thing is you have to cut out the stickers. It's washi paper, so it's a little bit thin, which I love, but you do have to cut it out, which I don't really mind. I think the whole idea of collaging and allowing whatever process to unfold is part of the reason I like to craft, and maybe you find the same thing, is you find comfort in the process. You actually enjoy the process of looking through things, cutting things out, putting things together, piecing them together in unique and fresh ways. Obviously, use whatever scissors you think are best. These Fiskars scissors have been in our arsenal for a long time, back when we used to do t-shirts, and so they just kind of stick around. I like the soft grip. And with stickers, I used to have this really bad habit of saving them and not using them, and wanting my favorite ones to, I don't know, for some reason stay in the packaging or just be accessible at the perfect time in the future. Whereas I have found that there is so much more joy in using the supplies you love alongside your memories, or creating with them and enjoying the process, right? So I try not to save, quote unquote, save things anymore. I try to use them, which I think would be kind of fun. I'm just making this up now because I wanted to do a February challenge where we just use our stash. And now that I think about it, I haven't bought anything new. Today is February 6th, and I haven't purchased anything new. So let's do a challenge where you can buy things if you want to, but I'm going to only use my stash this month. It's the shortest month, so maybe it's easier to start off by not buying any new supplies for crafting and creativity if we can help it. Because honestly, I bet if you look through your stuff and really challenge yourself to use these things, then you'll find that it brings you so much happiness, so much joy. I don't know why I decided to stick that on that side instead. I cut this out, and even though it could peel clear, I like the white backing. So I'm going to keep it instead of sticking it down, peeling off the backing and then sticking it down. I'm going to leave it so that it has that white background, and I'm taking adhesive so that I can glue it down. And this is Tombow adhesive. It's by far my favorite and has been for many years. Oops, I got some on the cover. That's okay. It'll rub off. And then I am going to figure out where I want it. And I think I want it right here on top of the balloons. And I like the contrast of how it really pops instead of going into the background without the white. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you will know that I have loved this Altenew washi tape for a very long time. This is one of my favorites. It's this wide washi with the spots or dots, and I use it on a lot of projects. I find that it's really versatile, and of course you can just draw dots, right? But I love the way it looks. I think it's the perfect size for all kinds of paper projects. I use it on canvases. I've used it in my planner. I've used it all kinds of places, and it is really high quality. I'm putting it at this lower edge here, and then I will just take scissors and trim it off. And I'm not sure how you feel, but I love the ability to use up every single bit and make little parts look super intentional and overlap a little bit or go off the edge. So if you didn't tear a good piece, then you can just rip off another one. I like the edge, the rough edge too, and I'll stick that other piece somewhere else. I don't think it'll go to waste. I've just stuck it on my table right now, but here I'm going to place that at the top, and it's just the perfect size, just about. And let me see if I should tear this off, or should I just, yeah, okay. So that tore off nicely. This is also a sticker, and I had it from earlier, which I think I will put it right here. And this is almost done. I love the fact that we've used so many different elements. I'm tying this in over here since I have it on the right. This makes it feel more cohesive, a little bit more balanced. Once that was dry, then I added the journaling, which says, Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. If it can be imagined, it can be created. And this is actually just found in the sticker book from earlier, but I reworked it a little bit. This Tombow Funosuke is one of my favorites, and it's what I use to write on the right side, setbacks into stepping stones. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Your destiny is within your own soul. There's more to life than increasing its speed. So the whole spread says, find a way to turn setbacks into stepping stones. And then the sticker that I had cut out says, in the end, only 3 things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. How beautiful is that? I hope you've enjoyed seeing this process unfold and that you found some inspiration and delight that you can take with you to use your supplies in beautiful and fun ways. Keep those creative juices flowing, my friends, and let me know if you have any questions or how you're feeling about this unofficial Use Your Stash challenge. Thanks as always for watching.